know you've been thinking about quitting. I know you've been picking up what I've been putting down, giving you all the tidbits on how to quit powerfully, how to quit with confidence, um, how to quit strategically. But today, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 reasons why you shouldn't quit just yet, right? I don't talk about this enough, and I don't hear it being talked about actually at all, right? So I'm going to give you a broader, I'm going to say different, but like a broader perspective on what it is that you really, really want to do, right? When people quit, go getters, right? High achievers, when we walk away from good paying jobs, right? Making upwards of six figures, right? We've afforded ourselves a comfortable lifestyle. We come and go as we please. We do what we want to do. We don't just up and leave just for naught, right? We don't. There's some other stuff swirling in the background. And so we're gonna dive into that just a little bit today. And I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why you shouldn't quit just yet. So while we're here, and I'm making sure, yeah, I'm good there. While we're here, if you happen to be here with me live, do me a favor and let me know. Drop me a comment, favorite emoji, what have you, down in the chat, so that I can know that you're here. I probably won't be able to see your name. That's okay, but I can still see your comments. So just holler at me and let me know. If you happen to be catching the replay, do me a favor and just type replay so that I know you came back and caught the replay. And I'll come back through and show you some love. Super excited that you're here, and I know you caught this on purpose, right? Now, this is being shared in a couple of different places, and I do know that at times my videos are shared, which is amazing. Thank you to the sharers. But if for some reason somebody felt the nudge, probably a God nod, to share this with you, and you might not know who I am, right? And that's okay. It's nice to engage with you virtually. I'm Danielle, the coach. I'm a certified life and leadership coach. I help millennial entrepreneurs break up with the status quo and unapologetically create the life of their wildest dreams, right? There's business, and then there's the rest of your life. And a lot of times as go-getters, it feels like it's one or the other. It's not, a nice, well designed and organized mashup of the two poles that we experience. And so I support my clients in finding the balance that's right for them, that's tailor made for their lifestyle, depending on where they are on their entrepreneurship journey, whether it's aspiring entrepreneurs, those who are straddlers. And I consider those individuals who have businesses, whether they've just started or they've been growing them for some time, but yet they are still also juggling a 9 to 5. And then we have my full-time entrepreneurs that are juggling all of the things that comes with running a business full-time, running a business period. But then there's the life piece too, that's also calling at you and pulling at you. And there's the obligations and the responsibilities and all of the things, but yet it's just you as an individual, right? It doesn't mean that you're doing it by yourself, but you still got to show up powerfully in all of the spaces that you take up. So I support my clients wherever they are on their entrepreneurship journey with, going against the grain when they feel like it, right? When they want to, because they can. And not only going against the grain, but going against the grain confidently, right? In pursuit of not only creating, but living and enjoying the life of their wildest dreams. In this season, most of my clients are the straddler, and they are looking to quit their 9 to 5, quit their career with confidence, right? There's something that's been pulling at them to like, okay, I think it's time. I think it's time to make this transition into full-time entrepreneurship, but there's something or some things keeping them stuck. And they come to me when they are tired of trying to figure it out by themselves, right? They're tired of talking about it, thinking about it, dreaming about it, wishing about it, or even talking themselves out of it. And they're like, no, I want to lean into it because there's something that won't go away that's causing me to continue to think about it. It's kind of like it's becoming annoying and like a pest at this point in the game. So it's just like I want to see what it is, right? I'm tired of being tired where I am. I'm tired of being stuck, tired of feeling unfulfilled, all of the things. I want to do something about it. That being said, that is the crux of what I do, who I do it for. And my why is because I was that go getter. I've quit 2 6-figure jobs in my time. I spent 12 years working for the federal government, and I was able to break free from the status quo and do the unprecedented and the unconventional, and live to tell about it. And now I support other go-getters with being able to do the same thing and do it with confidence, right? So yeah, that's my spiel. That's my jam. That's who I am. Oh, and I'll also add that like millennials, I am a millennial. Millennials are my jam as well. There's something, I don't know if I said that in the beginning, maybe I did, but millennials, as a millennial, have a very special place in my heart. I get us, I see us when others don't, I am us. So yeah. But if you happen to be any of the entrepreneurs that I described as my the clients that I'm here to support and work with, I want to invite you to book a complimentary strategy session with me. And we'll have a quick conversation so I can understand and learn about where you are in your journey, what's swirling for you, right? And what next might look like in preparation for you to make this transition that you've been dreaming of. Because what I want to tell you is that it's possible, right? And at this point in the game, the thing that likely is in the way is you. And I can support you with that, right? Let's just have a conversation about it and see what is actually like possible for you. All right. So, 3 reasons why you shouldn't quit just yet. The first reason is that you're not clear on your purpose. And when you're not clear on your purpose in this season, where you're finding yourself having what I call the mid-career crisis, you got time in the game, probably almost 2 decades, if not more, of career professional experience. You're a subject matter expert. You know what you know. And there's some complacency to where you are because you know what you know and you know the lay of the land. But there's also something missing for you, right? And you want something different. And if you're not careful in positioning yourself to pivot out of where you are into something new, and you're not intentional about being clear on what your purpose is and tapping into and aligning with that as you pivot into this next season of your life, what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself in the same space. It might look different, the environment may be different, the 4 walls you see might be different. Excuse me. But you'll find yourself with the same feelings of feeling unfulfilled. You're going to be frustrated before you know it, because it's not where you're supposed to be. Like the littlest of things are going to just annoy you. People are going to piss you off. It's just going to be the perfect storm of things that are going to remind you right of where you are now and going to have you feeling like, well, I should have stayed where I was. I did all of this moving around for what? For not just to feel the same way. So I want to encourage you. Give me a sec. I need some water. I want to encourage you to get clear on your purpose, right? If you're not clear on your purpose, it's not time for you to quit because your purpose is the cheat code to stepping into your next season powerfully, um, and with confidence. That's a big piece of the puzzle. Okay. The second reason why you shouldn't quit just yet is that you're not confident about your decision to quit. There's this space of, I'm ready to quit my job. I'm thinking about quitting my job. Man, what would it be like if I could quit? Right? Well, you actually go from not even being on the table, not even being a thought, not even being an option, to you have the thought like, man, I'm ready to quit. Right? Like, I wish I can give my notice today. There's that. Then it gets to the stage where you think about, man, I think I'm ready to do it. Let me see what that might look like, right? So then you start toying with the possibility. Because before now, it's just something I'm just throwing out loosely. Then you get to the point of, no, like, let me assess what if, right? You start asking the what if questions. Let's call that the what if phase. And then while you're in that what if phase, it's like, oh, you're weighing options, weighing possibility. And you kind of like do that double duck rock that I talk about a lot in my videos, like where it's 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, I'm almost going, then I'm not going, that type of thing, right? So there's that. And then it's like, okay, you decide, okay, I'm going to do it, but I got to figure out when. I know that I'm going to do it. I know that it's inevitable at this point. And so you're at this space of, all right, so when? And even when there could be a space where you figure out a date, right? And you know when you want to do it, but there's something about your decision that's swaying you, has you leaning out from the decision because you're not confident. If you're not confident about your decision, if you're doubting it, it's not time for you to quit just yet. And I say that because there's a difference between being decided that I'm going to leave and, oh, well, yeah, I might fail. What if I fail? All of the things, like, you're kind of resting on it might not work, versus when you quit with confidence, I'm quitting, I'm going to be okay. I have my exit strategy. I know I'm called to do something different. I don't have all of the answers. I don't even know. Like, I know less of, um, I know less of the steps that are waiting for me than I do anything else, right? There's more unknowns. Let me say it this way. There's more unknowns than knowns. However, I know that I am making a pivot in my life, with my life, that is in alignment with my purpose. And I know that my steps are ordered. And even though there's more unknowns than knowns, I know that I'm going to be okay. That's a total different flex than I'm quitting, and but you're quivering because you feel like you might fail. And even though failure is a possibility, right? It's still a different flex when you're in that confidence zone. And it's like, okay, well, if this doesn't work out the way that I envisioned or planned, guess what? I'm a go-getter. I always figure it out. I'm gonna be fine regardless. Like, there's no uttering, muttering, or stuttering when you're in that space of quitting confidently. And that's quitting confidently with there being more unknowns to what's waiting for you after you make your leap. It is different. So if you're not confident about your decision to quit, it's not time just yet. Hold on a little bit longer. You still got some work to do. And last but not least, the third reason why you shouldn't quit just yet is because you haven't booked your free strategy session with me. What I know to be true is that even as go-getters, right? We We're problem solvers. People love to have us around, love to have us on the team because they know that we're reliable, we're dependable. They got a problem, we got a solution. And most times with one hand tied behind our back and probably even blindfolded. We're just amazing at what we do and how we show up in the world, right? And how we use our knowledge, skills, expertise, and talents and all of the things. However, we all need a mirror, right? And we all need our own safe space to show up and let it all hang out, to be transparent, to be vulnerable, to share our deepest, wildest dreams that we keep tucked away because we know that they would intimidate most other people that just don't get how we could even desire something so big or so grand, how we could even consider leaving what seemingly secure and cushy and comfortable, in a well paying, for some people, it's a good government job type of thing, right? How dare you? How dare you, right? And so we deserve the same safe space that we provide for other people, and we deserve the same opportunity to think big, to dream big, and to absolutely do big things, right? And so, what I know also is that a lot of my go getters, we don't share with most people because most people can't handle it. And we know that, right? So, I have made strategy sessions available for you to come and share with me what your big vision is, right? And for me to help you strategize on how you can get there so that that confidence piece that I spoke about earlier is undoubted. You move from being in that space of, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it, timid, um, buckling, knees buckling, all of the things, right? You're not ready. You're going to move from that space to being confident, uber confident. And being uber confident doesn't mean that there's not fear. Let's be clear about that. It does not mean that there's no fear as a part of the equation. If you're not afraid, you probably aren't living. You probably aren't alive, right? Doing the things that we do, yeah, they're scary, but no risk, no reward. Just because there's fear there, we get to the space of being on that confidence side where our faith outweighs the fear, meaning the fear is present. It's just not dominating the conversation. It's just not dominating our thought life. So we're going to do what we got to do, what we want to do, in spite of and with confidence, because we're at the point now where our faith outweighs the fear. Even if there's more unknowns than knowns, we're doing it because we're confident that it's in alignment with our purpose. And if we're doing what we were divinely created to do in the first place, where could we go wrong? That's a different flex. That is the type of transition in um, mindset, in heart posture, in courage, in risk tolerance that happens when people step into spaces that I create, whether it's the strategy session or whether it's taking the strategy session a bit further and working with me at a deeper, richer level, right? So if you're not clear on your purpose, it's not time for you to quit just yet. If you are not confident about your decision to quit, like, and I mean like confident, I'm doing it. Nobody's going to change my mind. I don't care what they say. I've weighed my options. I know what I'm doing, and I'm doing it scared. No risk, no reward. If that's not how you're talking about quitting, it's not time just yet. And last but not least, if you haven't booked a free strategy session with me, it's not time to quit. Okay? I want to invite you to book a free strategy session with me, right? You can keep talking to yourself about it. You can keep talking to your inner circle about it. You can keep having the thought of it haunt you. You could keep tussling with what your gut is telling you to do and denying your soul what it desires, right? You can keep doing what you've been doing and showing up the way you've been showing up, but my ask of you is that you don't get frustrated anymore because you are making a decision to do nothing, because doing nothing is a decision. It's not just a decision to, oh, take the leap. It's also a decision to do nothing and stay where you are, right? So I just want you to own it. Whatever you do, just own it, okay? However, if you are ready to see what's possible, if you're ready to have a conversation with somebody who's been there, done that, and got a couple of t-shirts and live to talk about it, live to tell about it, and is helping other go-getters do the exact same thing, quit with confidence their way, on their terms, when they're ready, and in a way that's in alignment with their lifestyle. There's no cookie cutter business over here. It That's how I get down. So if you're interested in that, let's have a conversation. You can click the link that is in the description of this video wherever you're watching it, or go to www.daniellethecoach.com/apply. Find a date and time that are available that aligns with your schedule, and let's have the conversation. Let's have the conversation. Like, you've been holding this in for some time now, right? And you may give people glimmers of it, or you may kind of scratch the surface, but you know that if they don't know, like I know, at having done it before, what's really happening on the inside and how it's eating away at you, almost like eating you alive. I know, I've been there, I've done that. Shoot, I hired a life coach myself, and here I am. So that's it. I'm off my soapbox, but this is near and dear to my heart, and I will um, continue to advocate for you and your breakthrough, especially your purpose, because there are people that are divinely aligned and divinely assigned to you based on your purpose, and they're waiting for you. So while you're out of alignment with your purpose, while you're still holding up the line, they're waiting. How long are you going to wait? How much longer are you going to make them wait? That's the $1 billion question. All right, I promise I'm done. I'm not saying nothing else. If you caught the replay, do me a favor and type replay in the comments for me. Hey, Mary, I don't know if you're still here, but I see you. Thank you for letting me know that you were here. But if you caught the replay, if you're catching the replay, let me know. And if there's something that struck a chord with you, let me know too. And last but not least, book that strategy session. All right, I'm going.